Good evening, my friends. The Iranian president may have died in a helicopter crash, my friends, in northern Iran. So this is Zero Heads. The situation is grim after hours-long search and rescue for Iran's president's downed helicopter. There is little info. This is the most confusing and bizarre story I've seen in a while. There is a ton of wrong information being reported, and it just continually gets refuted. They're in a very remote region. We're going to do a map break here in a second, but the helicopter carrying Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi, the foreign minister, and other officials went down in the remote northern region on the way back from an official visit to Azerbaijan on Sunday. It's today. So initially it was described as a hard landing, but later was more widely acknowledged as a crash, and as the hours passed, the situation looks more grim. So the search and rescue has taken hours to potentially reach the crash site, but they have yet to find it as of, I don't know, about 5 p.m., and this happened about 13 hours ago, so the foreign ministry, despite adverse weather and environmental conditions, efforts by rescue teams to reach the accident site will continue earnestly and with hope. Again, they can't find it, so quick weather break. Tabriz, closest city to the location, 52 degrees. This is probably 40 miles, 60 miles northeast of there, and it's probably colder, and it's probably mountainous, so we'll do a map break here in a second. But the Iranian president, by the way, is kind of the secular face to the radical Islamic supreme leader, the Ayatollah. And Raisi was a special case. He was being groomed potentially to be the next supreme leader, because Khomeini is well beyond, he's really long in the tooth, and he's probably going to be checking out soon, hopefully. And Raisi was kind of viewed as his successor. So, yeah. The Iranian population is in a state of uncertainty as the supreme leader asks for prayers for Raisi and the missing officials while assuring stability within the government leadership. And there is a succession plan for the VP to take over the presidency. So, again, as long as there's not a fucking coup, everything should be calm there. But the Iranians will blame the United States or Israel or both, just in case you're wondering. So various countries have helped out, including Russia and Turkey. Iran has requested a night vision search and rescue helicopter from Turkey, and according to the Turkish Disaster Management, AFAD. And the Gulf countries are expressing concern over the crash, offer help in search. We'll see some drone footage, which is not really encouraging. And Al Jazeera says we hope for good news. And the Iranian officials told state TV that contact was made with one of the passengers, and that was bullshit. That's part of the whole confusion about what's been going on today. I had a video ready for this earlier, but almost everything about it had been refuted, so I decided to hold off until now. So there's conflicting reports. Rescue crews haven't located the crash site yet. They've been trying. Iran's Red Crescent Society, apparently they're their version of the Red Cross, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, has arrived at the general area of the crash here in the closest city, Tabriz. Let's do a map check, fuck it. This is Turvan. This is a campsite, allegedly, and this is the closest, from what I can tell, to the location on the map. And here is Tabriz. Now, if you notice, that's at least 80 miles away, so 80 miles further north. And we do so this is Iran. Let's just fact check me here real quick here. Iran. There's Tehran. And there's the country of Iran, middle of it. Far north. And then we go Turvan. This is some sort of like park or protectorate. I don't know. Look at the satellite though, man. Look at this shit. This is fucking rough-ass mountain. There is wooded, rough-ass mountain. There are no roads anywhere in the area from what I can tell. Yeah, if this is a campsite, how the fuck do you get there? That's what I want to know. That's a big fucking hike. It's a big commitment to camping, I would add. So, thousands pray for Raisi's safe return, but there are reports of others setting off fireworks in celebration. He is known as the Butcher of Tehran. MSNBC won't tell you that part, and there is a heavy military presence reported in Tehran. And there, again, it's very cold, foggy, and rainy. If they were injured, they probably died of exposure, if they even survived at all. And Beijing Biden was told about it. He probably doesn't even know what the fuck they were talking about, and he's still on fucking vacation till Tuesday and really doesn't give a shit. But that Jew Blinken might care. But the helicopter was also 40 years old. And yeah, is that really the best the best thing to do? It's a Bell helicopter. It was over 40 years old. And a U.S. congressman gloats over the crash. Good riddance. Racy was a murderous human rights abuser before his and during his presidency, Mike Walls wrote in a social media post. That's a very Coffin Rider type sentiment there. So this is OS Int Defender, the best source for this information that I've found. Let's do a quick refresh here, see what we got. The sun has risen in northwestern Iran, where it's about 6:30 in the morning. It's actually about 6 o'clock in the morning. And search and rescue operations are still underway. This helicopter crashed 15 hours ago. Weather conditions have continued to clear, but snow, rain, and fog are expected. Snow. So he posits how long would it have taken for the President of the United States, or leader of most other foreign nations to have been found if their helicopter had crashed. Well, the leader of the United States would have flown in Air Force One, not a fucking helicopter. But here's another interesting one. Search and rescue teams have arrived at the location of the heat signature, which was detected earlier by a Turkish drone, and it is unknown what has been found. Yeah, you think there's a fucking cell tower anywhere near here? I would think not. They should have satellite phones, though, right? And then let's go down to this is the surveillance heat-seeking drone. And this is the heat signature of something. And that doesn't look good. So, again, if there's any survivors, if they had any survival skills, which I doubt, number one, create a big fire. You're in the woods. They probably don't have the equipment to cut down trees or anything. Yeah, here's the the visual of it, and yeah, it obviously looks like something's on fire, which is probably a helicopter and a bunch of flaming, charred bodies. And again, you can kind of see that this is the side of a mountain, and yeah, any hopes of survival seem pretty grim, but we'll see. The longer they cover this up, the more likely he's dead. Even if he didn't die from the crash, probably died from injuries or exposure, or heck, both. So that's it. I had nothing against this guy. I don't know his history, but if he murdered 30,000 people in 1988, then yeah, I'd kind of be glad he's dead. But yeah, so that's that. Keep watching this. Again, Israel and the United States will be blamed. Don't know if I mentioned that before, but they will be. And this could be a major Archduke Ferdinand moment. We shall see. So that's it. That's all we're going to do. If you like my content, hit subscribe, like button, notification bell, leave me a comment, read all the comments from my friends. And have a good day. Pick up some non-perishable food, and God bless.